Now, Nigerians and all levels of government have been urged to pay special attention to children, especially orphans, as they are more vulnerable to all kinds of sexual abuses. These formed part of discussions at a lecture on child protection policy, strategy, and roadmap on how to eradicate sexual, physical and emotional assault, particularly against children in our society. Now, speakers at the session, including the wife of the Lagos State Governor, Dr. Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, was represented by the wife of the Commissioner for Information, Fumilayo Omotosho, as well as the convener and founder, Divine Heritage Orphanage, Ibunoluwa Idowu, say children are the future of tomorrow, and for a nation to grow, it must pay special attention to children and create an ideal environment fit for children, especially orphans, as they are more vulnerable to all forms of abuses and violence in the society.
Making our environment fit for protection, leaving survival for our children to develop to their full potentials is essential to the future we are projecting as a developing nation. To gain a comprehensive picture of how far we have come in ensuring children's safety and protection, what gaps remain, and how best to accelerate progress to put an end to all forms of violence against children by the year 2030, and to build a world where all children everywhere will enjoy freedom from fear and all forms of violence. On the rights of the child, this includes the right to education, clothing, feeding, shelter, and health care. One of the most vulnerable groups that most suffer cases of child abuse, unfortunately, is the orphans. While many of them are often neglected, some are subjected to different categories of abuses. Unfortunately, their helpless conditions are exploited by individuals that ought to offer succor to them.
We discover that each day we hear bad news of children being abducted, children being kidnapped, children being sexually abused. What can we do? How can we create conducive environment for our children where they can live and thrive so that they can fulfill their God-given potentials? The implementation of child protection policy will be in every school, every community, every family. We have the knowledge of how to take care of their family, how our children can be safe in school, how our children can be safe in the community.
Speaking further on child protection policy in Nigeria, Asohon National President Dr. Gabriel Oyediji and the Assistant Chief Social Welfare Officer, Lagos State Minister of Youth and Social Development, Alufa Wellington Olaleko, emphasized on the ways forward in curbing the menace. Now, they called on parents, schools, traditional and religious bodies, as well as government at all levels, to come together and find a lasting solution to all kinds of child abuses in the country, while stressing that children are the leaders of tomorrow.
When we are not saying a child should not be disciplined, but you have aggressive parents, out of control parents. You cannot use a rabid dog to fight a mad dog. You can't say a child is out of control and you parents go out of control. And you know, out of being out of control, many have blinded their children on plan, many have killed their children on plan, many have deafened their children on plan, many have created so much wounds on the bodies of the children unplanned. Many children trip and fall while running from cane, and some of them die and get fractures. This is growing, and there's a need to start campaigning against it.
Children are God's roses, which must be watered, trimmed, supported, and monitored closely for us to ensure to enjoy the enduring fragrance. This is to tell all of us that our children is our future. The children are the hope of tomorrow. So we must guide them, monitor them, support them very closely, and give them the best so that the future of the nation can be assured.